Have you ever cried so hard you thought no one, not even God, understood? Imagine Jesus standing at the grave of his friend. He doesn't preach, he doesn't shout, he weeps, Why? Because our pain matters to him, before he raised Lazarus. Jesus paused to cry with the broken and today if you're hurting, he still does, he weeps with you. He walks with you, and he still raises what feels lost. You're not alone, that's the God we serve. Have you ever wondered if God truly understands your pain? Imagine crying alone at the grave of someone you love. And then God himself walks up, tears in his eyes, not to preach but to weep with you. That's not a distant God, that's Jesus. And what he did next changed everything. In the quiet town of Bethany, two sisters, Martha and Mary, sat in mourning. Their beloved brother Lazarus had just died, and their home was now filled with silence. They had sent word to their friend Jesus days ago, desperately pleading, "Lord, the one you love is sick." But Jesus didn't come. He delayed. And now their brother lay in a tomb 4 days dead. The grief was raw, heavy and confusing. How could the one who healed strangers not show up for a friend? Then the whispers began. The Master is near. Martha rushed to meet him, her eyes still swollen with tears. "Lord," she said with trembling voice, "if you had been here, my brother would not have died." It wasn't an accusation, it was a cry of heartbreak, the kind of faith-filled lament that says, "I know you could have stopped this, but you didn't." Jesus looked into her grief and met it with truth. "Your brother will rise again." She nodded, not understanding, thinking he meant some far-off resurrection on the last day. But then Jesus looked at her, deeply and surely, and said words that have changed human history. "I am the resurrection and the life. Anyone who believes in me will live, even after dying." Still, the pain remained. And now Mary came, this time falling at his feet, weeping. "Lord, if you had been here." And there it was again, disappointment wrapped in belief, grief laced with love. The crowd followed, watching, wondering, what would Jesus do? Would he scold them for their weak faith? Would he perform a miracle right away? No, he did something most unexpected, something profoundly human. Jesus wept, 2 words, the shortest verse in the Bible, yet they speak volumes about the heart of God. The creator of the universe, the one who knows the beginning from the end, stood in front of a tomb and cried. He knew he would raise Lazarus in just a few moments, but still he stopped and shared in the grief. He allowed himself to feel the full weight of human sorrow. Not because he had to, but because love demands presence. And in that moment, Jesus wasn't just a miracle worker. He was a friend, a brother, a co-sufferer. Why did he weep? Not because of hopelessness, but because our pain matters to God. Every tear you've cried, every time you've said, "God, where were you?" Jesus has been there too. He doesn't rush past your pain to get to the miracle. He sits in it with you. He understands betrayal, loneliness, heartbreak, and yes, even death. Then Jesus stood up, moved with compassion, moved by love, moved by grief and divine authority. He walked toward the tomb. "Take away the stone," he said. The crowd gasped. Martha hesitated. "But Lord, by this time, there's a bad odor." Still, Jesus insisted, because resurrection requires trust even when the situation stinks. Then came the command. No magic spell, no loud theatrics, just a declaration from the author of life. "Lazarus, come forth." And he did. The man who was dead walked out, grave clothes still wrapped around him. Mourning turned to joy. Despair turned to dancing. Death turned to life. In one moment, Jesus proved what he claimed earlier, not just that he gives resurrection, but that he is resurrection. But the miracle wasn't the whole point. The tears were. You see, we often chase the breakthrough and forget the beauty of a God who walks with us before the breakthrough happens. The same Jesus who raised Lazarus is the one who weeps when we weep. He doesn't just save you, he feels for you. He's not distant, not indifferent, not unreachable. He's Emmanuel, God with us. This story isn't just about Lazarus, it's about you. About your loss, your broken hope, your silent nights wondering if God even sees you. And Jesus says, yes, I see. Yes, I feel. Yes, I weep. And yes, I still raise the dead. Maybe you've been waiting. Maybe your Lazarus has been in the tomb for 4 days or 4 years. But if Jesus can raise a dead man after days of decay, he can revive the dead dreams, the dead faith, the dead love in your life. Don't lose hope because of his delay. His delay isn't denial, it's design. He's coming. And when he shows up, everything changes. So next time you're standing outside the tomb of something you've lost and your heart cries, Lord, if you had been here. Remember, he is here. And he's not just here to fix it. He's here to feel it with you. Because when Jesus weeps, it's not weakness. It's the proof of divine love that your pain is so important, even God pauses to cry with you before he resurrects what you thought was gone forever.